Hello everyone, welcome to day 12 of the McDougall Maximum Weight Loss Challenge. So I am making a soup to take with me. It's actually a Dr. Furman recipe. It's a new one that he has sent out. I belong to his website and it's just one of the emails that I got not too long ago. It looks like it will be really super awesome. It's just a very typical Dr. Furman recipe. It's got vegetables and some beans. So totally fits in with what would be appropriate for Dr. McDougall. So I don't have all of the ingredients. I'm kind of ad-libbing a tiny little bit, but it'll be fine. It's not gonna be an issue. So the first thing that you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put a bunch of stuff actually into a pot and start it cooking. So I'm going to do that now. You're supposed to have one small onion, and believe it or not, it always calls for purple onions when you do Dr. Greger's, and I always had white onions, and then the rest of them don't say, and I happen to have a purple onion partially chopped up, so that's what I'm going to use. So purple onion, and then some couple of carrots. I always buy the grated carrots, so I just use those rather than chopping my own because it just saves me some time. So you're supposed to have one small onion chopped, 2 carrots diced. Then the next 2 ingredients are 3 stalks of celery diced and 1 small zucchini diced. I don't have either of those. Well, that's not true. I have celery, I just don't want to put it in there. So I'm actually just going to throw in a package of mixed vegetables. I don't think that this is going to be, I think this is going to be just fine. So I've got onions, I've got some carrots, I've got mixed vegetables that have more carrots in it, but that's okay. So you're supposed to put that in the pot along with 1/4 cup of water and 1 teaspoon of thyme, 1/2 teaspoon of sage, and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. And you're supposed to let that cook, basically just simmer until the vegetables are tender. It says about 5 minutes. So that goes all into the pot and gets simmered for about 5 minutes. One of the things you want to do while you're cooking that is to take a can of beans and take about half of them out and mash them. So you're going to have 1/2 can of mashed beans and 1/2 can of whole beans, and that's going to go in the soup after. So after the 5 minutes is up, you're going to put in 4 cups of low sodium vegetable broth. So I'm going to use the Better Than Bouillon low sodium. So I'm going to put in 4 cups of that. And then you want to add in your mashed and whole beans at that point. And you need a can of diced tomatoes. So I'm going to put in 1 can of diced tomatoes. I'm going to rinse these, or at least drain them, because the liquid on them is very strong usually, and it kind of overpowers the soup. It tends to, at least. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. You do or don't do that, however that floats your boat, whatever you would prefer. And then also, you're supposed to put 4 cups of kale in there. So I actually don't have any regular kale. Hang on just 1 second. Go do your homework. Okay, go to your room and do your homework, please.
I need to see Dad for something.
Go to your room and do your homework, please. It's late and they haven't started homework yet because they had orchestra, and yeah. Anyways, so you're supposed to have 4 cups of kale. So I'm actually going to use this baby kale, what's left in this package, and I'm not going to cut it up or anything. I'm just going to put it in there, and I think that will be absolutely fine. I think it's going to taste wonderful. So that's it. That's the whole recipe, and you're supposed to let it cook for like another 5 minutes. So, oh, I'm sorry. When you're all done with that, you're supposed to put vinegar in. I don't know how much though, because my thing is cut off. I don't know. I'm not going to put vinegar in there anyway, because I don't really want to put vinegar in my soup. I think it's gonna taste great the way that it is. I'll go and look it up and I'll tell you how much it is, and so that if you guys want to put it in there, then you can put it in there. But I'm not gonna put vinegar in my soup. I think it'll taste wonderful, just straight up, just the way that it is. I did forget to tell you guys garlic. When you're cooking the original part with the celery and the zucchini that I don't have, and I'm going to put the mixed vegetables in instead, you're supposed to put in 2 cloves of garlic. I have it sitting in front of me, that's why I realized I didn't tell you. But some garlic too. Okay, I'm going to go throw this stuff on the stove, get it cooking, and I'll be back with you to tell you how awesome it is and talk to you about vinegar. Alrighty guys, so this looks delicious. Not that I'm any kind of surprised. It's a vegetable soup. I wanted to try it for you and tell you whether it's awesome or not. It's really hot, like really, really hot. And I really need to go to work. I'm going to try a tiny little bit of it and then dump it in my container to go. Yep, that's good. Yeah, that's very good. All right. Tuscany white bean soup. I did not look up the, oh shoot, I did not look up the vinegar. Okay, hang on, I'll be right back. Okay guys, so the recipe says 1 tablespoon of red wine vinegar, and it's supposed to be just 1 tablespoon in the whole entire recipe. So I put a couple of drips into my soup bowl just to try it, and it does make it a little bit zippier. I don't know that it doesn't hurt the recipe any. I don't know that it helps it any. It was very good before I put it in. So, I don't know. This is an excellent soup. I would totally recommend making this, even though I don't have the exact same ingredients. Like I purposely left the celery out because I want my husband to eat some of this. He's not a huge celery fan. And I just don't have a zucchini. So, but otherwise, it's really good with mixed veggies in it. I just blew a carrot on the floor. It's okay, Preston, I'll get it. Yeah. I'm not going to put the red wine vinegar in the rest of the soup. It doesn't need it at all. But I will definitely let my husband know because he likes things a little bit more flavorful than I do. So he might think that it might need some when he has a bowl. But anyways, that's it for me for now, guys. I'm going to go and put some soup in a bowl and go to work. And I will talk to you again in the morning. Have a good one. Well, hello everyone. Okay, so last night I had, what did I make? I'm really, really tired, in case you guys can't tell. Not exactly scattered or anything, but I just took a test, and I did really fine. I only got 1 wrong out of 25. That's not too bad. But, yeah, my brain is kind of a little foggy at the moment. But anyways, so I had the soup that I made last night, and it was fantastic. Like, super delicious, really good. Just plain food, but very, very tasty. I really enjoyed that. So I ate that, and then they had at work, they had food brought in, and so I had a very small amount of guacamole on a couple of corn chips that I don't think the corn chips had any salt on them, to be honest with you. They were like no salt, but obviously avocado, and I didn't have much, I promise, just a little bit. Even on a few chips was way more fat than what I probably needed for this particular challenge, but I did have it and it was really good. So, just thought I would confess to that. Anyways, and then I had the stir-fried rice with the pineapple in it, and that was also very, very, very good. And yeah, I then had to drive up to my part-time job. I think it's gonna start raining. I got off work this morning at 6 rather than 6:30, and I drove up to my part-time job because I needed to renew my basic life support, my BLS. It expired today, which they were offering the class today, so I guess that was kind of convenient actually. And yeah, so I've been doing that for the morning, and it is now 9:30, and I'm headed home. So it actually only took a couple hours to do that, so it wasn't really that big of a deal. Not a problem. But so anyways, I'm gonna head home and I'm going to go to bed. I'm not really sure what else is going on, to be honest with you. I'm not going to eat anything when I get home because I'm just super tired. So that's it for me for today, guys. I hope you had an excellent day, and I will talk to you again soon. Hey, I should tell you something. So one of the things that I used to absolutely love, was candy corn. And every time this time of the year, I would get a bag of candy. I just would get one, and I would eat it all myself over the course of like a couple weeks, and it was awesome, and I loved it. And last year, I got a small bag of candy corn. Like they had these little, I wouldn't say individual size bags, because there's probably still 2 or 3 servings in there, but smaller size bags of candy corn, and it was gross. And now it's that time of year, and I'm seeing it everywhere, and even the smell of it just smells awful. Like, ugh, awful. There are things like that for you guys too. Like, absolutely used to love candy corn, loved it, and now it's, oh my gosh, it smells horrible. I remember it being super crazy sweet and kind of gross, and yeah, anyway, I just thought that was kind of interesting. I saw it again today, and it made me think of that. But anywho, that is it for me for the day. I'm done with my little rant. So I will talk to you guys again tomorrow, and hope you're having a good one.